Hey guys, I had Oh Darling by the Beatles requested. Now everyone knows the joke that Ringo wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles. But let me tell you, there's some stuff to check out in this song. So let's have a look. Okay, let's start off nice and simple. I'm just going to go through the groove for the verse. Now the basis for the groove is a pretty straightforward 6/8 beat. There's a sizzle on beat 1. Other than that, fairly straightforward. So the basic beat sounds like this. What happens more often than not though, is that beat 2 and beat 3 are divided into 16th notes on the hi-hats. That's going to sound like this. Alrighty, so eventually that brings us to our first fill. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the 3 fills that happen at the end of the verse, kind of going into the chorus, before we move on to the chorus, okay? So, the first 2 bars of the fill each time are fairly similar, but I'll just play the very first fill for you. This one's nice and easy. Okay, notice that the bass drum keeps playing each of the 6 notes in the 6/8 bar, and then we just have that fill over the top. That last bit of snare drum is just kind of accents with ghosts on the other hand. I'll play it up to speed. Okay, this next fill is where it starts to get a little bit tricky. And what I'm going to do is, for this fill, I'm going to show you a right hand lead, pretty straightforward single stroke way of playing. But then in the next fill, which is really similar, I'm going to try and break down probably what Ringo actually played. Okay, so this one's going to be like the slightly easier version, and then the next fill is going to be harder. This fill is at about 1 minute and 5 in the song. This is what it sounds like. Let's try that a bit slower. Okay, so that one is right hand lead. Once you kind of get going on the toms, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in triplets. So we end up nicely on the floor tom with a right hand lead as well. As I said, I don't think that's exactly what Ringo played, but for a right hand lead, like myself, that's a pretty easy option. Okay, this next fill is again at the end of the verse. This one is at about 2 minutes and 12 in the song. This time we're going to do the Ringo version. Okay, so the main focus, the main crux of this fill is a left, right, right pattern. Okay. So we're going left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right. Every now and again, just to get the sound, we leave off that first left hand, but still play the ghost notes with the right hand. Okay? I'll play it slowly, and we'll see how we go from there. So really try and bring out those accents. I think that's the main point in actually doing the sticking that way. I'll play it same again, slowly. And now let's try it up to speed. Okay, now let's look at the chorus. Again, the groove is fairly straightforward. we've got a straightforward 6/8 beat, and then in the second bar, there's flams on 4, 5, and 6 with the kick drum. It doesn't happen every time, but you'll be able to hear it. That sounds like this. Then at the end of the first chorus, we've got this fill. Again, slower. That fill pops up right at the end as well, but we just throw in one tom. So it goes. And there you have it. Like I said, I haven't broken down every single fill in the song, so there's still room for you to muck around and work out some stuff on your own. Anyway, that's Oh Darling by the Beatles. Happy practicing. Catch you guys at the next one.